Hello everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. I woke up in the hospital with a name that wasn't mine. The record said, X, nameless. They told me I had been found among the rubble. No papers, no family, no one to claim me. When the doctor asked if I remembered who I was, I smiled. I remember. But that name doesn't belong to me anymore. I was transferred to a cognitive rehabilitation center, a place for trauma patients who had lost their memory. There I learned how to introduce myself again. My name is I am. I used to be. But soon, I realized I no longer wanted to tie myself to any name. Not because I had forgotten, but because I didn't want to be remembered wrong. I lived quietly, no friends, no family, no history. Only one habit remained. Each night, I wrote down my dreams. Each dream was a story. A man killed by his reflection in the bathroom. A girl who vanished after calling her own name too many times before a mirror. A child who existed only as a blur in the corner of a family photograph. At first, I thought they were nothing more than echoes of my trauma. Psychological residue of nightmares I had survived. But then, I began to hear them, not in dreams. While awake, whispers through the pipes. From beneath the bed, from the dark corners of the room. I was Emily. I used to be Michael. Was erased, but I am still here. I realized something was living inside me. Not him, not the shadow in the mirror from long ago, but the others. The lost souls, the ones who had been replaced like me, but never saved. Some nights, I found myself standing, half asleep, with a charcoal pencil in hand, scrawling names across the walls. Daniel R. Claire H. Victor L. David Miller. My name was on that list too. One day in therapy, the doctor asked, "Why don't you choose a new name for yourself?" I replied, "Because I already carry too many names inside me." The doctor laughed, but I didn't, because I knew I was becoming a vessel, a shell of memory, where lost spirits could hide, like shards of broken mirrors, pieced together into a mirror that no longer reflected anyone at all. So, I made a choice. I returned to the beginning. The place it all started. Operating room 4, it had been sealed shut. The hospital partially demolished. But I slipped in one night. I stood in the empty room where I had once shattered the mirror, where he had dissolved, and I whispered, "If anyone is still here, tell me. I will speak your story." I didn't expect anything, but the darkness listened. The walls began to drip with water, and words appeared across the floor, in streaks of blood, one after another, as if written by invisible hands. I am the copy. I am the substitute. I am the trial version. I was never born. I fell to my knees, gasping for air, because I understood these selves were once real, once human, and now they survived only as shadows living inside me. I returned to my small rented room and opened my laptop. I found an audio file, the only one saved from before my death of identity. It was my voice, or someone who sounded like me, whispering, "If you survive, you must tell their story. Every person replaced must be named one last time." So I began to write. I created a podcast channel, no introduction, number, profile picture, no clear voice, only stories. Each week, another tale of the forgotten, another whisper from the dark, another soul who was once someone, and had been erased from life. People began to call me the Nameless One. But I didn't need a name anymore, because now I was their voice. The voice of those who once lived, once loved, once gazed into a mirror, and were erased by it. Every time you hear me speak, maybe you don't realize it, but someone forgotten is sitting behind you, whispering along with me. I was once alive, and I am borrowing this voice to tell my story one last time. You can close this video, you can forget my voice, but if one day you look into a mirror and see a pair of eyes that feel familiar yet nameless, that might be me. Asterisk, please like and subscribe to the channel to listen to the next episode. Mirror 2, Not Everyone Escapes.